Hello guys, it's me, G2. Wonderful. So I just got an alert that said they're having a hard time getting my broadcast to share on Twitter. Don't know what that's about. But wanted to jump in here today. I'm actually out at a new construction site. Let me flip this camera around. So yesterday, I just moved the camera off to the side. So yesterday, I sat in on a video, a scope by Rashida Clark, and it was really an excellent video. And I thought, since I'm out here today with a new construction client, I thought I'd piggyback on Rashida's advice to buyers who are looking to purchase new construction. Yesterday, Rashida gave some very, very good information, and something that was very interesting that I didn't realize. Just had to turn my mic on. Hopefully, I'll start a little bit over again. I'm G2. I'm a real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. My wife is Lori Clindera. We've been doing this for nearly 30 years. And I wanted to piggyback off of a scope that Rashida did yesterday. Rashida Clark, I put her Periscope handle in the title, and I also put her catch address in the title, because I wanted to make sure that she did save her broadcast from yesterday on catch, and she did, which was good. So yesterday, Rashida mentioned something about how the site people are, or what their positions are in her state. I believe it's Florida. And that is that actually where Rashida is, those site people are not licensed realtors. They're actually just individuals. Well, I found that really, really interesting. Here in Arizona, the site people actually have to be licensed real estate agents if they're going to carry on any conversation about price or anything related to the real estate industry. They can have temps in the office giving information that are not licensed, but truth be told, 99% of the agents that you're going to run into in the new construction sites are real estate agents. But here's what I wanted to mention. So Rashida brought up some excellent counsel yesterday, and that was that buyers really need to be cognizant of the fact that they want to have their real estate agent with them when they go to new construction. It's for the main reason that the site people, whether they're licensed agents or just an employee of the builder, their job is to promote the benefit, well-being, and financial health of the builder. Now, here's something that I thought would be really powerful for people to be aware of. When you are out shopping for your homes and you come to your new construction, you've decided where you want to land, have a strategy afoot. You'll find that most builder reps will dig their feet in and tell you, we can't move the mountains, we can't change this, we can't change that, we can't reduce our prices, we can't. And at the beginning of each month, those are more probable truth statements. Howsoever, as the month gets closer to the end, as we are today, you'll find that you've got more flexibility, more strategic maneuverability in the ability to get the builder's site people to ask their boss, hey, will you do something different with the pricing or the incentives, or on and on and on. So today, as we were out, and I knew we were out, hello there, Heidi Lion. Heidi Lion. How you doing, Heidi? So today we were out at a new construction, and salute. Thank you, sir. Today we were out at new construction. We went to 3 different builders. We went to, and I'll give you the names, we went to Richmond American, we went to Ashton Woods, bonjour, and we went to Matamay. And at each of the sites, we started out on Friday, and we went again yesterday, and we came again today. Just in those 3 days, we began to feel the urgency of the site person to want to do a deal. Hello there. Thanks for, I don't speak French, but I wish I did. So as we got closer to the end of the month, and of course today's the 28th, it's a leap year, so tomorrow's one more day, we began to get offers, believe it or not. Hey, write an offer here on our property, on our new construction that's being built right out of the ground. And we'll give you this extra bauble, this extra widget. We'll peel this much off the list price. We'll give you this much more in incentive towards your purchase. So keep in mind, and here's the clue. Here's the golden nugget. When you're out shopping, try to shop and make your commitment. Frame it around the last week of the month, preferably the last 3 or 4 days of the month. The last 3 or 4 days of the month, the builders, owners, are pressing hard to get those numbers up. They want to get their boards with a lot of check marks in them. And you'll find that the site people are more inclined to make that phone call to their boss and ask, can you do something better for me? Today, we had a situation where we were able to get a lot premium waived. Now, I got to tell you, when we came out here earlier in the month, it was like, nope, we can't waive lot premiums. We don't do that. And of course, 30 years in this business, I know that that's not true. But new homeowners, new buyers of new construction with me, not knowing this, hearing it for the first time a month ago, or darn near a month ago, would have just curled up into their shells and figured that was probably about it. Hello, JJ Fox. Thanks for joining. And they would have probably figured that was about it. And there's not much that can be done. Remember, the site salesperson's job is to promote the financial health of the builder. They're not to promote the financial health of the buyer. Now, they got to treat you fairly and honestly and truthfully, but there's a little hello there, sheet Nua. Can't figure out what that is. Listen, by the way, when you check in, let me know what state you're from, what country you're from. It's always kind of fun to see who it is, who's watching. And again, today's scope is actually more tuned to buyers of real estate here in the United States and new construction primarily today. Hello from Iran. Hello, Iran. Thank you for checking in. So if you're looking to buy a home here in America, and if you're looking to buy new construction, you'll want to make sure that you make your purchase or make your offers towards the end of a month, at any given month. Typically, you'll find that that's the golden time when you can try and get the builder to move mountains that they swore they wouldn't be able to move. Of course we do. Don't be silly. You know, whatever's going on in politics and in the United States, that's a small fraction of the way America thinks it truly is. So I wouldn't care if you were a Martian. You're more than welcome to America. But anyway, so I really wanted to share with you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you very much. I really wanted to share with you some of these little nuggets. So if you're out shopping for a home, you'll see that the builder will give you so many thousands of dollars to use towards your closing costs, the amount of money it takes to close on the transaction, if you will use the builder's lender. I actually heard today one builder said, hey, but we're also going to tie our gift of earnest or down payment assistance to the buyer also using our preferred homeowner's insurance company. Well, truth be told, that's kind of nonsense. It's the way they stack the deck. But here's the cool thing that happened October 3rd of last year, 2015. In 2015, lenders are now required by law, to give the home buyer a written, no kidding, this is about what it's going to cost you to buy your home and all the fees. It's called a loan estimate. and the buyer gets to take that loan estimate and shop around for competing scenarios. And that loan estimate has to be accurate within 10% of the final figure for closing on the transaction. So those are very, very powerful tools for buyers to use today. So especially in the builder arena, when the builder says $5,000 towards your closing cost if you use my lender, then we'll take the loan estimate, we'll go shop the loan estimate with other lenders, and if the lenders that we find can do a better job fee-wise, and if we're going to end up giving up the $5,000, it may turn out to be that's a perfectly sane idea. Well, here's what I'm saying. So typically on a $300,000 house, that loan should cost about $6,000 roughly, depending on your credit and other parameters. I have seen $300,000 houses burdened with closing costs of up to $8,000 or $9,000, upwards of $10,000 from the builder's lender. So the builder gave you $5,000 or $6,000 in closing costs incentive, but you still had to bring another $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 of your own money to close for $10,000 closing costs. He gave you $6,000, he charged you $10,000. I could take that same loan, and we did. We took that same loan to another lender, and we were able to get that same loan for $4,900, $4,900. So my client was more than happy to give up because he was already going to bring in $4,000 more. You know, he brought in $2,000. He got a better interest rate. He got lower fees, and he gave up the money. But you know what? It turned out to be a smart move. Those are the kinds of things that having a real estate agent by your side helping you understand why the builder is working for, the builder side rep is working for the builder. That's what their job is. That's what they're hired to do. Your real estate agent, on the other hand, is hired by you to represent you, to help you get the best deal. Not necessarily the best deal monetarily, could be. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it might be just in the ability of the person to get the job done. I mean, what the heck good is it if you're with a lender or a loan officer that has a track record of failure every transaction, or a number of his transactions, or a large number of his transactions? You know, the best deal isn't always money. There's a lot of pieces that go together on that. So again, 2 nuggets today. If you're out shopping for new construction, try to pull the trigger on your decision the last week of the month, preferably the last 2 to 3 days of the month. That's going to give you the best opportunity to... Hello there, Kevin. Xavier. I'm sorry, Xavier. Hello there. That's going to give you the best opportunity to negotiate with the builder and get you the best number of baubles, the most number of baubles, trinkets, and shiny objects to add to your transaction. So try to get pull the trigger on your decision making the last week, or preferably the last 2 or 3 days of the month. And number 2, remember, even though the builder ties their closing cost incentive to using their lender, you now have, as a buyer, a legal right to shop the figures that the builder gives you in writing and shop those from lender to lender to lender. You got 10 days to get that job done. And once you get the job done, you can then make your decision. I'm going to stay with the builder, or I'm going to shift gears. So hopefully this was helpful. I hope it was entertaining. Again, I'm G2. I'm a real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. My wife and I have been in real estate for nearly 3 decades, 30 years. Been through several downturns. We were realtors back in the savings and loan disaster era, and of course through the .com debacle. Everybody thought Y2K was going to crush the internet. That didn't happen. And we've been in the business, of course, through this last terrible economic downturn that we're just all pulling out of. Thanks for the hearts, guys, by the way. So if you have any questions, please feel free to please feel free to tweet me at G2Realtor. That's at G, the number 2 Realtor, at gmail.com. Or you can tweet my, thank you very much. Or you can tweet my wife at and of course you can always email me G2Realtor at gmail.com. And again, one last time before I leave, remember, if you're out shopping for a new construction, here in Arizona we have something that's a colloquialism. We call it the threshold rule. And here's the way the threshold rule works. As long as you, the buyer, cross the builder's showroom threshold with your realtor in your arms, locked step through the threshold, the builder has agreed already to pay your real estate agent a fee to represent your interests. If you walk through that threshold without your real estate agent by your side, you give up your right to have the builder pay for your representation, and you become a customer of the builder, not a client. You can't be a client because they're fiduciary. Their obligation is to the builder. The site salesperson, his job, her job is to look out for, watch out for, do everything possible to enhance the financial benefit of the builder. So you definitely want to make sure that you reach out to your real estate agent, him or her, and say, listen, I want to go see a new construction at whatever that location is. Meet up with them there, walk through the threshold, let your real estate agent register you. That's not committing you to anything, it's just protecting you, that you've got paid representation and the builder's paying for it. Just because the builder doesn't pay a real estate agent to represent you when you walk through the doors without him, the builder's under no obligation to discount the house that amount of money. As a matter of fact, you as a layperson probably wouldn't know what questions to ask. You know, many of us who have been in the business decades like myself, we've done this thousands and thousands of times. My bet is that you've probably done it 1 time to 10 times. Big difference, big difference. So please, make sure you bring a real estate agent with you, get that representation, shop for your homes, pull the trigger on your decision making of the last week or last few days of the month, and remember that today, in today's world, as of October 3rd of 2015, buyers have a legal right to shop the lender's figures that the lender is committed to with a 10% tolerance. So when he hands you the loan estimate, you have 10 days to shop that, and you should. You should never just lock yourself down to one particular scenario without doing your due diligence. And you can't do your due diligence without solid numbers. Before October 3rd, the lender could give you any flimsy piece of paper written on a piece of toilet paper, a napkin, a lunch bag, and say, here are my figures, go shop those. That's nonsense. That's not anything that you could hang your hat on. Today, he has to, by law, give you the loan estimate. And you've got, by law, 10 days to shop the figures he gave you. So please, take advantage of that. Again, I didn't mean to rattle on again. I just is really, really passionate about these kinds of things. Again, I'm G2. I'm a real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm also the Arizona State Director for the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals. My wife and I have been doing this for nearly 3 decades. We love it. We love helping folks just like you. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I promised, by the way, to get you all out to the Vulture Mine. This week turned out to be got to take people out looking for homes, so we did that, but I'm still going to take you out to the and show you around out there. Have a great one. Please, if you checked in late, check in with me on the replay, or you can also go to Catch. That's catch.me/G2 Realtor. You can follow this up on Catch as well after 24 hours. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.